Hello and welcome to Sewist Online Pattern Making Software channel. In the previous lessons we learned to place points on the screen using the functions point, apply, meet, intercept, and compass. We now proceed to creating objects. Today we shall talk about straight lines. To create a line, we first need to create 2 points. In this example, I have placed 2 points on the screen, one at 10 cm by x-axis and 10 cm by y-axis, and the second point at 40 cm by x-axis and 30 cm by y-axis. A quick reminder: the x-axis goes from left to right, and y-axis goes from top to bottom. 0 is in the top left corner of the grid. That is why point P2 is at 40 cm to the right from 0, and by 30 cm lower than 0. Now we can draw lines between these points. The function syntax is simple. Use the word line and place names of starting point and end point in brackets with a comma in between. If you don't give your line a name, the system will create it automatically in the following way: L underscore name of the first point underscore name of the second point. If you hover a line on the screen, it will be highlighted, and you will see a small puff over window with information about this line. The first point is highlighted in violet, and the second point is highlighted in orange. You can see the name of the line here, the one that was created automatically using the names of the points. You can also see the length of the line in centimeters, coordinates of the first and the second point, and also the first and the second angle of the line. Let us now look in more detail at how angles work. Angle 1 is next to point 1. As we remember, 0 degrees is to the right. The angle between 0 degrees and the line itself, clockwise, is the first angle. Angle 2 is next to point 2. It is also the angle between 0 degrees and the line itself, clockwise. Once you have drafted a line, you can refer to its properties. For example, property point L stands for the length of the line. Property point P1 stands for the first point, and property P2 stands for the second point. Let us place point P3 using the properties of the line we have drafted. In our apply function, we mentioned angle 2 of our line and added 90 degrees. Point P3 is perpendicular to the line. We have given a specific name to our next line. It is line 1. It goes from point P2 to P3 and has the same length as the first line in our draft. It is also perpendicular to the first line. Sewist Software offers even more properties of the line that you can use. In the puff over window you can see the main ones, and all numbers are rounded to the second decimal. If you are curious to see the line's properties with the utmost precision, you can use the info command. The system will provide further information in console. Other properties of the line are as follows. Point x1 stands for the x-coordinate of the first point. Point y1 stands for the y-coordinate of the first point. Point x2 stands for the x-coordinate of the second point, and point y2 stands for the y-coordinate of the second point. You can also refer to the difference between x and y coordinates of the first and the second points. These are properties point dx and point dy. For example, property point dx lets you know how higher is one point than the other. These two properties always return a positive value. The additional properties are used rarely in drafting. In most cases you will need the main ones: the length, the points, and the angles. I hope you enjoyed this short video about Sewist Online Pattern Making Software. If you have any questions, you are welcome to ask them in comments to this video, or in our forum at www.sewist.com. We also encourage you to follow us on YouTube, Instagram and Facebook. Happy sewing!